My wife is no longer attractive again to me. I no longer have interest in my wife as much as I used to do before. My wife is becoming what I don't like anymore. My interest in her is reducing day by day. I no longer see it as, oh, I have a good mutual understanding with her anymore. Many more and other things and many more. Welcome, my people, to today's video. You are welcome. And how are you? How is your family? How is your relationship? How is your home? We have come again to today's video where we have come to talk about an important aspect of our marriage, an important aspect of our relationship. But before we proceed, please don't forget, watch this video to the end so that you will get every bit of information, pieces of advice we have for you. And don't forget, subscribe. Welcome once again. Our topic today: at what point did you begin to lose interest in your spouse? We are talking about men. At what point did you begin to lose interest in your wife? Sometimes we see, we may not even hear it. You may not even confess it. You may not even tell anyone. But by your action, it is so obvious that you no longer have interest as much as you used to have when you started with your wife. A good marriage, the interest will always be growing. The attraction will always be growing instead of be waning down. But most at times, we see men, instead of them to have much interest in their wives, the interest, the attraction will begin to reduce. When you see a man that throughout his life, he doesn't like to stay out, he doesn't like to spend outdoors while the wife is at home. At a point in time, he will begin to be spending or finding it interesting spending times outside, either at a bar or together with friends, colleagues, while the wife is at home. But it is not something that is happening at the beginning of the marriage. So, husbands, I am asking you today, at what point did you start to lose interest in your wife? Or do you believe in all those men unfounded sayings that, oh, at a point, a man will start to lose interest in his wife? Do you believe in that school of thought? It is not a truth. It's a big fallacy. If you truly love your wife, as you are aging, the love will be increasing, so long as the woman is loyal. Nothing like, oh, you will begin to lose interest in your wife. Your wife will be losing form. It is a lie. It's a lie from the pit of hell. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. So if you are a man and you have started to lose interest in your wife, this video today is for you. And the question is, when did that start to happen? When you see your wife, don't you get attracted again? What do you think that is responsible to that? Is your wife still loyal to you? If she is still loyal to you, submissive to you, doing those house chores for you, yet you started to have or to lose interest in her, check your mindset. Check who is talking to you. Check who you have started to frolic with. Check the kind of friends you are keeping right now. But is it that, oh, your wife, when you started earlier, she used to be loyal to you, submissive to you, and will never allow you to complain of anything? Would like to wash your clothes as soon as possible, cook your food, prepare meal for you, welcome you with warm hug, make sure that you leave your house happily, to make sure that when you come home, even if you are carrying a heavy load of work, of business to come back home, she will make sure that everything is, you just forget about all those loads at the door, and she will shower you with good love, good embrace, and to make sure that you are okay. Is it that you are no longer seeing all those things in her again? Is it that she is no longer doing all these things again, and that is why you are losing interest? Or is it that she is no longer dressing beautifully again? Is it that she is no longer neat again? Is it that she is no longer keeping the house in order again? If all these things are what you are finding that she is no longer doing again, well, you may have a cogent reason. But it's not something to worry about. It's something we can address. That's why you must watch this video to an end, how you can address that. She's no longer doing the house chores again. She's no longer cooking food for you again. She's now nagging. She's complaining of anything now. She's no longer satisfied again in whatever little you do. Don't worry. You have a very good reason to lose interest in her. Should it continue? But before you start to lose interest in her, have you ever called her on a roundtable discussion? Have you ever woken her early in the morning and told her that, hello, my wife, you have changed? She will say, how did I change? You will now begin to itemize all those things she used to do very well before and she's no longer doing again. Have you ever told her? If you have told her, what is her response? If you told her in the past, what was her response? Did she start to argue with you? Or did she say, oh, I didn't know? Whichever way, whether she argued, whether she didn't argue, keep bringing it to her. Keep talking with her. Keep talking to her. She will change. She will go back to that good old days. And you tell her that if she should continue in this new life, that you are not comfortable with it, and it is responsible to the kind of life you are trying to live now, because you are no longer finding her attractive anymore. That she's no longer dressing elegantly again. That the beautiful clothes you have bought for her, she's no longer taking care of them. That the house is now becoming so dirty and smelling. That the food she's cooking now is no longer okay again. She's not taking time to make sure that the home is okay. She's no longer taking care of the children again. You let her to know all these things, that they are breaking your hearts. If your wife is a type that she is having interest in that marriage, that marriage must last long, she will retrace her roots. Or she's no longer praying as you used to pray before. She no longer sees prayer as anything now. She no longer goes to church or goes to mosque. Whatever you have discovered that she is no longer doing again better, and you know that these things are responsible to your new life now, that you want to abandon them and be catching fun outside, please bring it to her. let her know how it is paining you, that it is going to be capable of destroying your home in the future, because you want to start to go somewhere to get your hair cooled. A good wife, when she hears this, she'll be able to retrace her life back. And wife, when your husband tells you that this is where it is paining him, please try and make amends. Try and let him know the reason you are doing it. He will also know that, okay, I didn't know I was the cause. He will also retrace his own life. If you are reacting that, oh, your husband has not done a particular something, therefore you will no longer do well again, tell your husband that this is the reason that you are not doing this. And I believe your husband will come in terms with you and settle things well. But if you don't bring it up to him that, oh, my husband, this is the reason I am doing all this kind of thing now, your husband may find himself in the hands of the wrong women outside. Your husband may find himself in the bottle of alcohol because he wants where he can get joy. So, husbands, when you see that your wife is no longer doing well, bring it up to her. Please don't quarrel. It's not by quarreling. Just call her on a roundtable discussion. Tell her, darling, this is the way you are not doing well again. I believe your wife will retrace her roots back. This video is for husbands that have started to lose interest in their wives. There's also another video for wives who have started to lose interest in their husbands. That is where I address women, how they can go about to win back their husband's attraction so that their home will be happy again. Don't forget, this channel is for us to be making our homes happy, making our marriage to be working, because we discover that you can hardly find where people are taught how to manage their marriage. We are not talking about wedding. Wedding is just one season. We're talking about what? Marriage, everlasting. That is why we have opened this channel, and it is changing lives. People are testifying how they are benefiting from it. So be among those that will continue to benefit from this channel by sharing these videos, watching our videos to an end, and most importantly, be practicing most of the things you have found that are helpful in your marriage. Be putting them in practice. Invite your friends, invite your spouse, watch all these videos together so that you learn a lot of things. We have numerous videos on this channel that can make your marriage that is heading towards destruction to come together, that can make your marriage that has scattered already to come together again, that can make your marriage that is blossoming very well to continue to blossom. That is our aim in this channel, and we are happy we are living up to our expectation. Don't forget, comment on this video and many more. Tell us where you want us to improve. Tell us more topics you want us to talk about. Tell us how we are not doing it well and how you want us to improve. We are going to make sure that so long as it will help to correct some anomalies in the marriage, some anomalies in our homes, we are capable and we are able to oblige to it. Don't forget, share our videos, subscribe to our channels, and make sure that you invite your friends to come and be benefiting from what we are dropping in our channel. Thank you very much, and make sure that you always calm down when you are hot. Don't speak when you are angry. Thank you very much. Bye.